First off, I just want to thank Pastor Bass for, inviting me to be the first speaker of the new year, the prayer and dinner for the new year. For anybody here who doesn't know me, my name is Braxton Coles, and Jabron was my grandson. So before I get started on what I'm going to talk to you about tonight, you know, I want you to hear from me because I know everybody's wondering. We still don't know anything about, who did it or what they were wearing or anything else. I've heard that, they're not trying to, no, that's not true. I talk to the detectives all the time. They try to keep me updated. They've tried all kinds of things to figure it out, Google satellite, everything. They still haven't, we still don't know who did it. But I know somebody's going to talk. Simple as that. There's somebody somewhere that's not sleeping, that's tossing and turning, somebody's going to talk. But for me, if I never find out, I'm still kind of okay with that. Because if I had the person in front of me right now with my hands around his neck, that still wouldn't bring my grandson back. So I'm going to let them do their job, and I'm going to do what God has in front of me to do. That was kind of tough right there. So thank y'all. I'm going to talk to you tonight about, it kind of ties in what we've been hearing. And I wrote this myself. I've jotted myself some notes because although I speak all the time, if I have a lot of time to think about it, I keep changing it and everything. And, sometimes at night I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, that's some good stuff. So I need to write that down. So I just got some talking points. So the title of what I'm going to say tonight is called Dreams, Goals, and Expectations. That sounds like all kind of like about the same thing, right? You think so? It sounds the same, but they're really, 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 really different. I've known some of you guys since Little League, basketball, football, and at Little League, everybody had dreams. We want to play in the NFL. We want to play in the NBA. Some of us, I want to be a teacher. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a fireman. But those were just dreams. They weren't realities. It was just me saying what I wanted to do. So what do I need to do to achieve my dreams? What do I need to do? We need to set goals. We need to set attainable goals. If you want to play football, you can set a goal. Hey, I want to make the varsity. Hey, I want to be a starter. I want to be a captain. You set goals in school. Hey, I need to make the honor roll. I need to be in the National Honor Society. I need to get good scores on the ACT or the SAT. All of that stuff, those are goals. And we have to set realistic goals. We have to set realistic goals. And a lot of times it's not realistic to set goals based on your dreams. Sometimes we get fooled. I was fooled. I remember when coming from Little League practice when he was 7 years old. He played for the Hurricanes. We come down Castle Gorey, and I was driving. He was in a booster seat, sitting in the back. And he asked me, he said, Papa, are you going to come watch me one day when I play there? And I'm like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, wait, play where? And he pointed to the stadium. And the lights were on. And I really didn't know too much about, North Shore football. But I said, yeah, I'm going to come watch you. And hey, he made a believer out of me. Not only did I watch him play there, I watched him play twice at AT&T Stadium. So dreams can come true. Expectations. Now that's the tricky one. Because usually expectations are not yours, they're somebody else's. They're your parents or your guardian or your coach or your teacher. There's somebody else's expectation. And a lot of times those expectations, and this is, that's why I'm talking kind of slow because it gets kind of tricky. Those expectations are based on their unrealized dreams. You know, they may have dreamed of playing the violin and never achieved that, but then they see you in the orchestra and they want to force you to play the violin because it's not always about football. We talk about football because that's what we do. But you can have, it's nothing wrong with wanting to do something different. But you have to keep your goals in front of you so you can have a chance, just a chance, to realize your dreams. Take small victories, small victories. It's not about doing everything all at once. It's just like football. A first down is 10 yards. It's good to get all 10 at one time, but hey, if you can do 3, 3, 4, that's good. And those are small victories. And it's no shame in making small victories or achieving small victories to achieve your goal. You have to keep your dreams in front of you. Just like everybody knows, if you let the receiver get behind you, that's a bad thing because you always have to play catch. You don't have to play catch up. That's the same thing with your goals. If you get behind, you're gonna have to play catch up. By the time you get into sixth grade, you should be either on the honor roll or close to it, because it's no fun the summer before your senior year and you realize, hey, I wanted to do this, but I don't have the credentials to do it. Some of us are blessed. Things come easier, but you guys always talk about brotherhood. Somebody's always there to help you. Somebody's always going to help you. But you have to have the courage to ask for help. One of the things that we've done is we created this foundation. You see that shirt, it say Crash Out. So we created a foundation called Crash Out for Cause. And we go around and talk to anybody. Well, I say we, but it's mostly me. Talk to anybody who will listen, anybody who will have us. I've talked to graduating seniors at a couple of churches. I've gone to events. We've gone to back to school stuff, and we want to talk about a couple of things. We want to talk about senseless gun violence. We want to talk about gun awareness. And then we want to also talk about some positive things. So a couple of things we're doing. We sponsored 4 kids to play Little League football. One from the Bengals, one from the Saints, one from the Pride, one from the Mustangs. We're going to give a couple of scholarships coming up this year. One to somebody at Channelview, one to somebody maybe in this room. But it's not going to come easy. Minimum GPA, 3.6. I want it to be a 4.0 because that's achievable. That's achievable. And finally, I'll never forget you guys. I'll never, ever, ever forget you guys. My dream was to watch my grandson play football on Saturday. So, I missed that with him. But you guys are all my family. Yeah. And if, and I don't want to call names because I don't want to leave anybody out, because I just want to tell you how much your visits, your texts, your phone calls, your posts on social media, the things that you guys are doing, it's just, it leaves me speechless sometimes because I knew my grandson a certain way. You know, you know, he was, hey, what are you doing in the box? Quit swinging on that door, blah, blah, blah. But to see the impact and the effect he had on so many people, it's just, to me, it's kind of like beyond belief. So I want to leave you with this. For a long time, I didn't really know the true meaning of the two words that I'm going to tell you. Now, I saw it on his jacket all the time, but it puzzled me. And it wasn't until this tragedy that I really understand what it meant. And really hearing the stories and the articles and things about him, now I know what it meant. And if he was here, I would think that he would tell you guys all, just crash out. Thank you.